Working from home sounds like a dream to some, but if you actually experience working from home, then you know for sure that it has its drawbacks. First, working from home always entails some form of isolation. Of course, to some, this may sound like a plus. You no longer need to force yourself to communicate and put up with unpleasant colleagues. For most, however, permanent physical distance from their colleagues can be difficult to come to terms with. Secondly, daily routines tend to go down the drain. No one will make sure that you start your workday at a fixed time, and while that can also sound very tempting, on the other hand, no one will remind you of the need to take a break or have lunch. People working from home tend to stretch their work into the long hours of the night, and as a result, end up sacrificing their sleep. This, in turn, can negatively affect health and lead to professional burnout. The third drawback follows from the second. When working from home, work often gets mixed up with the personal. The line between "I'm at home now" and "I'm at work now" gets blurred. This can negatively affect relationships with members of your household. For them, home remains home, and your family and home roles can be confused. It also affects work productivity and your psychological state. Home is a place to unwind and draw strength from. Do you think this is possible if from the moment you wake up, you get involved in work? So what can you do to make working from home less emotionally stressful? First, you can periodically take your work outside the home by heading out with your laptop to co-working spaces, cafes, libraries, etc. Fortunately, now there is a huge number of such places. Just do not forget to take your charger with you and be sure that wherever you are going has Wi-Fi. Otherwise, any attempt to improve your psychological state will produce the opposite effect. Second, create a collective effect for yourself. You can call colleagues at the beginning of the workday. You don't need to talk all the time, but it's cool to be able to chat a bit when it is appropriate. And you can do this not just with colleagues, but also simply with friends and other remote workers. This will give you the very valuable feeling that you are not alone in this. Moreover, in parallel, you can team up with those around you to increase your productivity. For example, you can make sure that your partner doesn't get distracted by unnecessary things if they think that will be helpful for them, and they can remind you to take a break sometimes if you have a tendency to work ceaselessly. Third, clearly distinguish between home and work. Create a separate work area for yourself. Don't lie in bed with your laptop or check your phone chats during lunch. You can even change your clothes when you go to the office at home. It doesn't have to be the kind of clothes you would actually wear to work. Let it be something convenient but reflective that you are at work. At the same time, this will show your household what role you are in now and whether you can be distracted. Also, if possible, establish a time frame for yourself that will give you a clear beginning and end to your workday. And one last thing. You've probably heard that your physical condition can affect your psychological condition. When working from home, there is a high risk that you will severely cut down on your physical activity and your access to fresh air. This, in turn, can negatively affect your mood, productivity, and level of anxiety. So make sure to go on walks and play sports if you like. Maybe even treat yourself to a massage from time to time. Yes, work is important, but taking care of your body and health is as well. Take care.